Right, so this video is about inflation, right? Now, before you click off, I need to share something, and I'm going to need to be honest with you. I have no clue about inflation or money, really. Like, my credit rating is not the one of someone who should be talking about money, really. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, if I were to ask for credit, it would probably like set off the red alarm, like Homer Simpson did. I think when he was trying to buy a snowplow. Yeah. Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Don't know where that come from. Right, just because I know someone will say this, because I looked it up to get this the image, right? It's not the snowplow episode. It's this RV episode, and at the risk of getting it wrong again, I'm assuming it's the one where they get lost in the forest. But if that's wrong again, I don't know, man. Human memory ain't all that. Like, if you ever seen any documentaries about wrongful convictions and stuff and eyewitness testimony, human memory is not as solid as you think it is. Clearly. And it is fallible. So yeah. However, I am a human being living at this time, and I can feel what's going on, which is essentially everything's going up. At the minute, it feels like you pick something up from the shop shelf that says it's like £1, but by the time you get to the till, it's £1.50. And you're like, why has that happened? It's because of inflation. Oh, okay, well, here's your £1.50. And as well as everything going up in the shops, yeah, bills are going up as well, like crazy. I'm recording this on the day where the October price cap number just got revealed. People are crapping their pants, mate. Trying to power a home at the minute, trying to hook up your home with, electricity and gas, feels like you might as well try, getting liquid gold coming into your house. Everyone is getting done over on energy bills at the minute. Everyone's getting smashed with energy bills, right? Martin Lewis, the money bloke, he is freaking out. Like, I don't know, he is crapping his pants 24/7 at the minute. Every time he does an interview, I swear he's either going to cry, hit someone, or like do a mass shooting. He is freaking out. And the government, like, don't want to get political, but, I'm going to get political, but the government don't seem bothered. Like Boris, I know he's on his way out, but he's been on like 2 holidays since all this. Some woman like rung up the radio and said she's having to decide between like feeding her kids or burning them for heat. Like, that was a joke, right? But you weren't sure, were you? Like, people are really feeling it. Really feeling it. It's like a really crap disaster movie, right? Like, no one would watch. Yeah, it's like the curse of everything getting way more expensive. Or, the return of the overpriced milk and bread, right? Or maybe a shorter title, like Armageddon, you're saying. So it's just inflation. Or pricey. Right? Now, to be honest, I prepared those beforehand. And I thought they'd be funnier than they were. Like, they weren't funny. Because the thing is, getting poorer, poverty is not funny. This thing with this inflation, I'm like, well, currently I'd say I'm like almost poor, right? Yeah, like, just be clear, like middle class, working class, upper class, that's way too broad. We need more things to really accurately sum up people's positions. Not that we should really bother doing that, really, but if I was to categorise myself, I would say I'm almost poor. Yeah, not poor, I'm almost poor. Just above me is not poor, like definitely not poor. Below me is just poor, right? And after this inflation is done with me, I will probably be properly poor, which is below just poor. Yeah, so I've gone down 2 steps. That's the thing. Like, everyone's going down. Everyone's getting poorer. So the people who are not poor will be like just poor, right? And everyone, I'm sure there's more. The loaded people, they will still be loaded, right? Because they'll have lots of extra money. Because basically, it's how much more money you've got after taking care of yourself is like how loaded you are. And loaded people will just still probably be loaded. It's people who are poor, who don't have a lot of spare cash. They're the ones who are going to feel it. So everyone is going to drop down like a couple rungs. Obviously, the people at the bottom, like the homeless, drunk people, they will be affected, but they like They probably won't care because they don't care about anything. Like I don't see them on the corners like, oh Jesus, man, my EDF bill's crazy, bro. Like the thing is with them, love them. Those guys had enough problems like before this inflation. Like they were worrying about enough stuff. Yeah, so they will stay where they are. They can't go down any further. And when we're like, why is this happening? Right, you have to wonder like, why is this happening? Why is this everything getting expensive? Why do I like pick something up for £1 and I go buy it the next week? It's £1.50. Like what happened? Like why 1 week I buy a pack of sausages for like £2.50 and the next week it's like £4. We're told like, oh, it's, Ukraine, right? Because Vladimir Putin, this dude, I don't know, he's trying to invade Ukraine because, I don't know, because he's got a hard on for it, makes the pack of sausages going up by almost like £2. Like I don't get it. And have you seen the price of meat at the minute? Like all the food's going up, but meat is crazy. Like it's enough to make you think about getting a bow and arrow. Like fuck this, I'll just hunt my own. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? It's almost enough to make you think about going veggie. But to be honest with you, thinking about it, I would rather go cannibal than veggie all day long. Like I don't know if you've seen The Road. It's a really bleak film. Wouldn't recommend unless you want to just depress yourself. But there's a scene in it which like cannibals and stuff, and I'll be more down with the cannibals than going straight veggie. I'm gonna be honest with you. To be honest, I'd rather eat other humans than animals sometimes. Because cows and pigs, you look at them, they look pretty sweet. I'm sure they haven't hurt anyone. Whereas a human, even the best of humans probably like forgot to like indicate when they were turning once. Do you know what I mean? It deserves it. Right, that got quite dark. So I think I'll leave it there. So yeah, inflation, really not good. Food's crazy, energy's even nuttier. And apparently these energy companies are making record profits. So, I guess that's nice for them. There's like a group of people who are having their best years ever. And there's another much bigger group of people who, are experiencing real difficulties, mate. And, I'm happy for them, of course. Why not? Because it wasn't like energy companies didn't like behave badly before all this. They never like screwed people over with their bills or anything like that before, did they? This is an audio video, but I'm winking really heavily right now. Because basically energy companies, they were shits before all this. Let's be real. Don't know if you've ever had a bad experience with an energy company. I have. It's awful. So they were shits before. I hate the fact that they're getting profits. I ain't like down with communism or anything, but we should be getting some money off them. Right. Before I start going on about season and means production, I'll leave it there. And take care of yourselves and your family. Catch you in the next one.